Hey YouTube, how's it going? It's me, R-Squad911, back again with another DIY video. I was just sitting at my office desk and I was like, you know what? I have this extra GhostLab42 or SpongeFace wand keep alive. This is the more, I guess, the newer board that will actually keep the wand alive when all three switches are switched. Whereas the one that I have here right now only keeps the wand alive with the two switches switched, not the full activate. So I thought I'm going to desolder. It uses the same harness, which is this one. And I was thinking everything is soldered the same except these two yellow wires. You just desolder them and then resolder them over here, kind of on the opposite side. So I'm going to try that and then plug this in and see if it works on the Ninja Tunes board. All right, so I'm going to solder that off camera because I'm kind of just doing an impromptu video. Wife and kid are upstairs making a whole bunch of noise. So I'm just going to do this off camera, and then once I'm done, I will pick this back up and we'll test it out. All right, so I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. I am done soldering. You can see my soldering job here. It was quick and dirty. I'm going to fix it up after I test it. I didn't want to go super nice soldering until I knew that it was working properly. But yes, so here is the old Spengler Link wand keep alive. And this one will only keep the wand alive with the two switches on until you turn on the rumble motor and the activate button. You still get that 30-second timeout. And then this is his new board, which is called the Keep Alive. Yeah, which is really cool. You can see back there, 2023. This one, I'm not sure if there's any date. Yep, 2020. So it's a much older one. But this one is guaranteed to work with the Ninja Tunes because I've tested it and other people have tested it too. Yeah, we're going to try to check and see if this one works. So fingers crossed. There's a little jumper there. I'm not sure what's supposed to be on, but I'll go look up the instructions and find out. But yeah, I'm going to install it and I'll be right back. Okay guys, have it connected to the pack. Now, I read the instructions. What happened is that, there's power. So the instant you plug it in, there's going to be power to the wand. You can see that that LED is flashing. So he did say that there will be some power draw while this thing is connected to the pack. Let's see when we turn it off. Oops, sorry. See the LED is flashing. What if I turn off my kill switch and the LED actually stops? So that's perfect. That's what I want. That flash, I guess it tells you the version. And I don't know why it's not flashing now. But anyways, when I was reading the instructions, this jumper is actually moved over to one right. I guess that's test mode. And then I would take the jumper and jump it on both pins. So now it's on because I tried to test it when it was just on one pin. And what was happening there, let me close this thing up, was the Fruto Technologies bar wasn't going on. So I would actually have to do the whole sequence, this, but then the bar wouldn't come on. The lights would go on, but the bar wouldn't come on. And then turning it on was no problem. So anyways, I'm going to turn everything off. And then we are going to test it with the pack turned on. Let's see, we'll just adjust this so we can see the wand. Maybe we'll move it back a little bit so we can see everything. So we're going to turn this thing on. Let it ramp up. Gotta love the Ninja Tunes board, it's so good. So first we're gonna test if it fires, if everything works on the wand and it triggers the smoke, and then we're going to turn it on and see if it stays on for more than 30 seconds. Okay, so, LED is flashing. That on. I'm going to turn this on. You can hear the pack. The initial whir is on. Then you turn on the next one. The next whir is on. Bar graph is going, lights are all on. And finally activate. Then you can hear the beeping. And we're going to fire. Smoke goes, wand shuts off, pack turns back on, perfect. So far so good, everything's working correctly. Okay, so now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to turn off the wand, I'm going to turn the sound down, and we're just going to turn on the wand and see how long it lasts. And if it doesn't shut down. So before, with the old Keep Alive, you could only turn on these two switches. That one. I'm going to wait 4 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was a fast 4 seconds. Then turn on the next one. So with the old Keep Alive, wand Keep Alive, you can only keep it alive with these two switches on. It will stay on indefinitely. But as soon as you turn on the activate button and the rumble motor goes and everything, it will power down in 30 seconds. But of course, with this on, I like to have this light on, I like to have these lights flashing, and it's just cooler when it's on your pack. Initially, when he did that in 2020, whoa, the wand shut off in 30 seconds. I don't know what's that about. So maybe they all have to be on before they shut off in 30 seconds, but we're going to see. So we're going to turn this one on. But the original one that he did in 2020, he made sure that it turned off after you turned this on because he was worried that the rumble motor would burn out or it would be too much draw on the battery. But I guess in 2023 he figured out that there's not a problem. All right, we'll turn that on. That's weird that it's firing. Try that. Sometimes I get that glitch once in a while. I think there's something like loose with my wand piece here, but I'll figure that out after. Well, let's see. Let's do 30 seconds, starting I guess now. We are 10 seconds in, and the wand shut off. That is so weird. All right, so maybe that jumper needs to be off. So let's try it. Okay, we're gonna disconnect this. One of my extra speakers. Over here, we'll open up the wand. We'll take that jumper here. And we'll move it over to test. I think everything is connected properly. But earlier when I did that, the Fruto Technologies bar graph didn't work. And if that is the case, it worked with the old one. I would rather it work like that than have all three switches going. Okay, so let's plug this thing in. Let's turn that all off. Everything was on, that's why it turned on. So we'll turn on the first one. 2, 3, 4. Turn on this one. So that wouldn't work. Like now the bar graph won't work. Okay, it's on. We'll try firing it. That was a weird delay there. I think once you do that, you have to have everything shut off. So let's kind of reset everything. Fine, when you change the board settings, you have to like really power everything down, let everything kind of get all the power out of it, and then start it all back up. Okay. Let that go. Turn on the on switch. That's 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn on the next one. Oh, now the Fruto Technologies bar graph is working, so maybe that's all it needed was to power down everything. And then we'll turn on the activate button. Now it's beeping. We'll fire it just to test it. Okay, it's working. Okay, so we'll let it run for about 30 seconds. Let's start it now. And let's see if it shuts down. In the other mode, it shut down in, I don't know, 15 seconds. So maybe that's the timeout mode, 15 seconds. I always thought it was 30. Alright, we're at 10 seconds now. $20 seconds. 30 seconds, it's still running. $40 seconds. $50 seconds, still going. That's great. So it's been a minute so far, and it's going good. I think sometimes when it fires, I have to hot glue this switch so it's not turned. I think that's what kind of screws up the pack. It does say in the Ninja Tunes instruction manual not to adjust this because it plays all wonky with it. And I've seen other people try to like adjust it while the pack is on, and it does start firing. So in the Ninja Tunes instructions, he says to put like a dab of hot glue underneath there so it stops that from turning. So maybe when I was picking up or moving it around, it was kind of moving it a little bit. So any little movement will affect it. But it's still going. Rumble mode is going. All the lights are going. Fruto Technologies bar graph is going, and it is on and running in full activation mode. So this is great. Yeah, we're running almost at 2 minutes now. Yep, we're past 2 minutes. And so I guess it's safe to say that this wand is not going to shut down. It is going to be kept alive by that board. So I know right now he's sold out of all these. It's been a few months. I think I got his 2 last ones of the old board and the new board. I'm going to be probably giving that old board to a buddy of mine so we can use it on his pack. But I'm now going to keep this new one on there. And this is great. All the lights are going, everything's flashing, and it's just going to look good on the side of the pack with these lights flashing, these on, the bar graph going, this thing whirring, and all the lights going on here, and it's just perfect. I think now all the electronics on my pack are complete, and I'm super happy with it. I still got to get rid of all the Hasbro weathering and then weather it properly, paint the pack and weather it. But so far so good. I think it's about time that I do a full pack review from 1 year ago to today. Yeah, that is my... Actually, you know what? I'm going to fire it up and see if the smoke kit works. Going. The timing was slightly off on that. But that's something I'm going to figure out later. And the wand turned back on. Interesting. That's really weird. Let's try that again. Let's fire it up. Well, the timing's good there. But then the wand will turn back on after the pack turns back on. Or not. It did turn back on. That's kind of cool too. I would rather be able to turn it on all myself. That's interesting. I'm going to figure this out with you guys here. I'm going to try to fire it after it turns back on, after it shuts down. Okay, I'm going to run out of smoke juice. That works. That timing is good. Everything shuts off. I guess if that happens while I'm out, I would shut everything down right away. And then this tends to turn back on. So it's turned back on. It seems like it's these two buttons that are turned on, so I'll turn that off. And let's try turning this on now. So, there you go. It turns off the activate button. But these two, if they're on, it will turn the wand back on. Hence, keep alive. It really, really wants to keep this wand alive. Let's fire it again. As long as it all works and it's still in sync, I'm still happy. Yep, still works. So once this shuts down, I'm going to want to turn all of this stuff off. When that turns back on. I've shut off all the switches. I just have to remember once the pack shuts off, manually shut down the wand. And let's try turning this thing back on. It works. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn that on. Gets a little bit higher. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn on the activate button. Yeah, we're good. And then we can turn this all off. The beeping will stop. We'll turn off the next one. The whirring will go quieter. Turn that off. Whirring will stop completely. And we're good to go. Okay, so just a little bit of a quirk there that you saw. The wand will automatically turn back on with the 2 switches, not the full activate switch. But I can live with that. Yeah, I'm just going to button this thing up, redo my solder, make sure everything's good. And yeah, we have an actual full-scale, full-blown, everything activated wand keep alive with the GhostLab42 keep alive 2023 kit, the smaller one. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope that helps anybody out there who's worried about adding this board onto it versus the old one. Please like, subscribe, comment below. Let me know if that's a deal breaker for you with the wand turning back on, or if that's okay because now you can have all the switches on and the rumble motor, or you're going to keep the old one. All right, but yeah, hope you liked the video. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.